Hi everyone, my name is Arina. So today I'm going to show you on how to do a curved ceiling skirting. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's say we have a beam on top here. Okay, so this beam I'm using 700 mm for the height of my beam. So to do the curved skirting, we need to use customize function. So let's go to customize, and I'm going to use system cabinet. Okay, so under system cabinet, we're going to use one panel. Okay, just type out super, and then I'm going to use super panel. Okay, just drag and drop onto the floor. So this one I'm going to use width on the right side for 500, and then depth I'm going to adjust it to be 400. Okay, so we have this panel. Now we want to edit the shape of this panel to make a curve out of that shape, out of the skirting. So we need to press B. Okay, press B on your keyboard to be in your B mode. And then you click on your panel. Click on your panel. Right click, edit panel shape. Okay, so you will have something like this. So now we want to make a curve out of the edges of the panel. So I click on this curve on number 5. Okay, there will be come up with some prompt. Okay, just click on join to merge them. Click join and join. Okay, just ignore that one. Click to this point. Okay, click to this point, and then you will have panel edit on your right side. Okay, and then you have the type of your panel curve. So here I'm going to use on the second, which is the outer fillet. Okay, click on the outer fillet. And then the radius, we are going to use radius of 300. Okay, and then this curve, the point, the breakup point, you can drag it inward. Okay, just drag it inward. Right. So you can see here the curve is not as smooth as what we want. So to adjust the smooth line, okay, here we have numbers of segments. Okay, change your number of segments to 20. Okay, the higher number of segment, the curve, the more smoother your curve will be. Okay, so you can see here the shape once we have added. Okay, if you feel like the curve is too much, okay, you can reduce the radius number lah. Okay, so this one is up to you. So let's say here I adjust it 200. Okay, or maybe 500. It's all up to your desire. Okay, so for me I'll just use for 300. Okay, once you have done, just click on save. Okay, and then you click on return. Okay, so you will have this curve. Okay, let it be first. Now next is I want you to take out another panel. Okay, another super panel. Just take out, drag and drop. Okay, same goes as this one. Okay, just now when you press escape to your keyboard, the sizing we are using on width right side for 500, and then for the depth you're going to use for 400. So same goes to this one. I'm going to change width on the 500. Okay, there from the front, I'm going to adjust it to be 400. Okay, so next, come back into B mode. Okay, you press B on your keyboard. Click on your panel. We need to edit this panel. Okay, click on your panel, right click, edit panel shape. Okay, edit panel shape. So same goes as the previous tab. Okay, click on these edges. Sorry, click to these edges, and then you make it join. Okay, you merge them. Okay, you join it twice, and then you click back to the corner point, and then this time we're going to use this outer fillet again, but this time we're not going to drag it inward. Okay, as this one is for the curve of our skirting. Okay, so for the radius, I'm just going to use the same radius as for the other panel. Okay, I'm just going to use 300 as well. Okay, and then we can adjust the smooth line, which is the number of the segments. Okay, I'm going to set for 20. Okay, so you can see the line curve will be much more smoother than before. Okay, remember the higher number of segments, the smoother the curve will be lah. Okay, once you have added your panel, you can click on save. Click on save, and then you go on return. So now we have two panels after we have added. So you can press escape to your keyboard. Okay, the thing is we want to put on top here. So how are we going to move our panel? Okay, just click on it, and then you press Z on your keyboard. Z for zoom. Move it upward. Okay, move it upward. Same goes to this one. Move it upward. Okay, so to flip them, sorry. To flip them, you can press X on your keyboard to rotate. Press X on your keyboard, and then you rotate your panel. Same goes to this one. Rotate your panel. Okay, so move it to your wall. Okay, just press Z back again. Okay, make sure it is attached to your wall. Bring it upward. Okay, so this one is going to be this way. Okay, I suggest you to bring this one first, near to your wall. Okay, bring it to your wall. Okay, make sure your panel move like this. Okay, and then I put near to my beam. Okay, make sure your panel is this way. Okay, make sure your curve panel at the bottom moving this way. Okay, and then this one is on this way. Okay, make sure it is nicely synced. It is nicely aligned to each other to have a better effect of the curve. Okay, so make sure it is connected this way. Once you have connected, you can click on the panel, and then you press C to stretch them. Okay, now let's see. Now we want to stretch them. Just drag the arrow to the end of the wall. Okay, so same goes at the bottom. Click on it, drag the arrow to the end of the wall. Okay, so this is how you create a curved ceiling skirting.